The year is 2120. The Weyland-Yutani starship Maginot, returning to Earth with 5 specimens of alien life on board, loses control and crashes on an island owned by a young genius with immense ambitions, Cavalier. He is conducting experiments on transplanting human consciousness into synthetic bodies and decides to test the first prototypes in a combat scenario, sending them, along with soldiers, to investigate the crashed starship. But there are 2 complications. Inside the adult synthetic bodies are the still fragile minds of children, and aboard the Maginot remains a cyborg under strict orders to never, under any circumstances, surrender its priceless cargo. The Alien franchise is one of the most inconsistent in cinema history. Even the first 2 films, Alien and Aliens, were radically different from each other. One was a claustrophobic horror movie, the other a gung-ho action film. The subsequent installments, Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, also bore little resemblance to their predecessors, carrying the distinct creative stamps of their visionary directors, David Fincher and Jean-Pierre Jeunet. Later came 2 crossovers with Predator, and then the franchise's founding father, Ridley Scott, returned to direct Prometheus, a film that still doesn't have a consensus opinion. Work on the series Alien Earth began almost simultaneously with the 7th feature film in the franchise, Alien Romulus. Scott oversaw both projects as a producer, but gave their writers and directors almost complete creative freedom. Romulus turned out to be maximally old school, while Earth, spanning 8-hour-long episodes, lurches from one extreme to another. One episode might feel like the best the franchise has seen in years, while the next leaves you utterly bewildered. Alien Earth features a large number of characters and storylines that sometimes take a long time to intersect. The formal protagonist is a young synthetic girl named Wendy, the first of a group of sick children to have their consciousnesses transplanted into artificial bodies. Series creator Noah Hawley draws parallels to the story of Peter Pan, which feels fresh in the early episodes but eventually becomes irritating. The writers seem to have nothing more to say than, "Growing up is inevitable," and the very idea of sending children onto a ship teeming with monsters feels far-fetched, even considering the durability of the synthetic bodies and Cavalier's eccentricity. Alien Earth is entirely woven from such contradictions. Almost every cool, bright, and fresh idea eventually reveals another, less successful and poorly thought-out side. The pacing, style, and even genre jump from episode to episode. The series peaks with its first 2 episodes, where the characters explore the crashed ship, and with the 5th episode, which tells the backstory of the Maginot, how the xenomorph broke free and the entire crew perished. This episode plays like a remake of the very first Alien, atmospheric, tense, engaging, and made with great respect for the original. Even if you're not ready to invest 8 hours in the whole season, this episode can easily be watched on its own as a mini-movie. As for the series as a whole, despite its undeniable visual spectacle, it leaves a mixed impression. Its strengths include the interesting lead actress Sydney Chandler, standout performances by Samuel Blenkin as Cavalier, and Baboo Ceesay as the cyborg from the Maginot, and a cool menagerie of other alien monsters, with the obvious fan favorite being the Eye on Legs. But the highs are inevitably followed by lows, during which you'll either yawn or scratch your head in confusion. And keep in mind, if you get invested in the first season, you'll have to watch the second one as well. They cut off the story at the most exciting point with sheer audacity.